Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. Last episode we fought the Battle of Kazarine Pass, which was basically the last stand of the Afrika Corps. And now we're basically squashing them up against the coastline here, and we're going to destroy them. It should be pretty simple actually. And what we can do is move most of these units right over this way. They have no organization left. They have no way to get supplies, so pretty much everything's said and done. Oh, ooh, there's some combat. There's some actual combat over here. Oh, you know what we need? Ooh, shit, look at this. Colonial cavalry, that's all that's over there. They're out of range. I need to reorganize these guys, don't I? Why don't we do that? Do we have any... No, why don't we do that real quick? Let's grab... what we can do is just grab these guys like this. And one more. Detach, create a new one. Percy Hobart. He looks okay. We'll go with that. Is there an army that we can attach you to within range? No. So we'll create an army as well. Skill level 1. Is there any penalty for, promoting people? I don't think so. All these old guards... You know what's going to be really good? Logistical wizards. Wait, was that the guy we had? That's the guy we had. Okay, never mind. And then what we're going to do is grab this other one and go like this. And go detach, new... Create a little command structure over here so they get the benefits. And we're going to attach them to the 3rd Army right here. And there we go. We do actually have a little command structure here. So we should be dug in, terrain, territorial pride. Should be able to hold out pretty well. They are bringing in units. We should I would say, oh, these guys don't have leaders. So let's pull this, whip this open. Open up the 3rd Army here. Alright, we're gonna go down here like this. None of these units have leaders, so we need to put leaders in charge of these things. And we're basically, like, we're not the RAF guys. We're just gonna grab the regular guys. Put them in charge of this stuff. So they all need leaders. Does this guy just not have a picture? He just doesn't have a picture. That's gonna confuse me. Because I'm gonna cut. Whenever I go back, I'm gonna know that I'm gonna look at that and be like, he doesn't have a. It doesn't have a. What's it called? I can't replace him right now. Well, some of them do. This is all just cavalry units, but that's okay. And militia. There's another guy without a face. The tanks don't have anybody. Just kind of grabbing guys that are okay but not amazing, because frankly, we don't need the best units available to do this. Oh, let's move you up here. You guys here. You guys over here. Like that. There we go. And what is this air combat? Oh, that's them attacking my strategic bombers. I do have them hitting Italy right now. Just because, the Italians are going to try to rebuild their navy, which is expensive. Ooh! Well, it is September 1st, 1939, so Danziger War have revoked Lend-Lease. Fuck you. So, Poland has joined the Allies. Poland is going to get overrun. Because I am not going to try to defend Poland. It would be for naught. The problem with defending Poland is the massive borders. I mean, you could pretty much... If I wanted to, I think you could pretty easily collapse this East Prussian area right over here. And if it wasn't for Czechoslovakia, the border would be not too big, but this really extends it right here. And then you got the Soviet Union on your ass right there. I've never actually tried to play the game as Poland. I just imagine it would be damn near impossible. Alright, these guys are moving nice and slow. Their units are 100% out of organization at this point. Alright, they're starting to make progress over here. Who's this? Those are Australians. You guys are not going to make it there until November 15th. That's a long time. Oh, they're attacking from multiple directions right now. Why don't we do this? Fall back to this side of the river. I think that'd be better to defend. I think that'd be better defensive terrain right there. Hi, Poland. I'm sorry that you're gonna get wrecked. I am sorry. Yeah, there's nothing left over here. Small caliber tank and MG advance, which means I can get light and medium tank, tank designs. So we're gonna take this off. We're gonna add on this one and this one. That's gonna be great for us. We don't have a lot of tanks right now, but we will. Let's see, Landcraft Flotilla. Oh, there's a lot of bow ramps, machine gun positions, twin engines. Oh, this really makes everything better. Auxiliary fuel tanks. Armor plating. Those all gotta get added on there before we build any. There we go. We're gonna need them. We have Marines. Well, we have Marines coming off the list. Alright, so... you guys getting organization back? Yes, we are. Okay, Speed 5 scares the shit out of me. Speed 5 always scares the shit out of me. Alright, what if we... can we do this? Yes, there's... I don't think they have. So that leaves one province for them. Speed 5. I'm doing it just because I want to get this said and done. National Service Act of 39. King War will soon ravage all of Europe. The time has come. Was enacted immediately by Parliament by the United Kingdom on the day the United Kingdom declared war on Germany on September 3rd, 1939. The start of the Second World. Actually, if... No. I'm thinking of something else. I was going to say, I thought Canada was the first country to declare war on Germany once hostilities started, but I think it might be Canada declared war on Japan before the United States did. And new British divisions were quickly formed. Yes, let's pass this legislation. Ooh. Well, it looks like it's going to form HQs, but nothing else. I don't think it's actually going to make those divisions. HQs, yep. I don't know if they're going to fill up themselves or have to do or if I have to do them, but we'll figure it out soon. And I'm not really worried about Sea Lion right now because I've got like a year before those events are going to kick off, so I have time to reorganize things up there. Move! Move! Faster! Terrain, weather. Cluster bombs, nice. I'm sure some of these units are going to get overrun and wiped out before I actually have them squeezed down into a pocket. Fuck the Americans, come on. Try this again. I keep asking for it. And received by Lend-Lease, 0. So they're not giving me anything. It's probably because they don't, you know, their production hasn't ramped up, so there's not much to give. Yeah, they have less than me. That's probably why they're being so bitchy about it. West Central Mediterranean. Not worried about that. How are my strategic bombers? wrecked. Let's let them rest. All right, what's the infrastructure look like? Still bad. But we have the port now, which means we could ship in supplies. But we're not. We're not even shipping in supplies down here. Supplies are shipped down here and then moved all the way over here. Brilliant. This is the AI we're working with. This is the AI we have to work with. We have a lot of stuff coming off the tech list. That's good. Alrighty, so this is it right here. This is the end. And that was that. 200,000 troops. 200,000 troops in 2 panzer divisions. Because we should move over here pretty damn soon. Arrive on September 13th. Yep, there it is. That's it. They have nowhere to go. In the entire Afrika Korps. Which, frankly, was pretty small. It was just those... The Germans only basically only had those 2 panzer divisions, but the Italians had another 150,000 men over there. Like my best interceptors right here are these guys. Like, I love that I have these guys stationed in London, but I also fucking hate that I can't get them to do what the hell I want them to do most of the time. So what we're gonna do is move them back. And give them, and this is what I kind of like to do, is basically move them back so their maximum range is kind of where I want them to be. That way they don't screw everything up by flying, like, I don't know, to Berlin. Because for some reason units are capable of doing shit like that, like flying well beyond their maximum range. All right, this is it. The end of the Afrika Korps. What we're gonna do, once we have Marines, once we have some Marines at least, submarines, sorry, I know I'm an idiot, sometimes I'm a moron. Fighter bomber prototypes, so what are those gonna upgrade to? Hawker Hurricane Mark 1B. Sweet. I love the Hurricanes. Alright. That was that. The Afrika Korps is no more. It is said and done. It is gone. So North Africa is now mine. Is now completely secure. Is there any resources up here? There's a major air base. I already had this one. Rares. Alright, nice. Nice. Now, with the Marines, what I would like to do is kind of clear up the Italian islands, like take Sardinia, and take these little islands, Rhodes, and what do we got here? No, I'm gonna go for that one. To kind of mop up their naval bases, and then hit Sicily, and kind of, work our way up. Close air support is now Ferry Battle Mark II. I mean, that's a kind of a cool name. Battle. Wish I had more. I was about to say I wish I had more IC, but I added on these convoys, which will be done in October, and I do have 65 going into what's it called right now? Upgrades. So, Alexander Godley, Afrika Korps has been beat under your command. Kudos to you, sir. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab the Afrika Korps. We're basically just gonna base everybody in Tripoli here. Just gonna have everybody hang out there. Work your way back, friends. You have earned it. You have earned your rest. Supply planes are not needed, so we can move them back now. What is this? Tungaloo. I thought that, well, we can, I mean, we're doing a pretty good job defending it right now. Tank regiments. Japanese tanks fighting in the mountainous jungles. That's a great idea. I'm sorry, Poland, but yeah, what are we gonna do? I know it was a very minor victory. But come on, by September of 1939, North Africa was cleared of Axis forces. I think that's awesome. That is pretty Devil's Hole. No, we should not be. I don't feel like we should be sitting in areas we don't plan on defending. It's too bad these guys are only colonial cavalry units. Didn't it say something about, like, colonial troops getting pulled up? Could have sworn it did. Now, if I go to brigade attachments, is colonial troops? I don't see colonial troops anywhere. I thought I had access to them. I guess not. Indian Army recruitment. Oh. Maybe I hadn't researched it. Indian Army recruitment. That's it. I don't see anything else. It's very, very, very small. Now, if we went to production, is it on here now? Let's see. Gurkhas. Those are still there. And I don't see any... I don't actually see it on here. Maybe it's another tech? What was it? Nation? No. Infantry? Alright, here we go. What does it do? Each level tech will trigger an event order of battle containing between 1 and 3 Indian Army units. Okay. Oh, so every one of these you grab, an event fires. That's what it is. Looks like the Italians are not terribly interested in fighting me now that I'm kind of fighting back a little bit. All right, so let's let's send units up this way. I fucking love that Africa. The Afrika Korps is gone, captured and destroyed. Whoop. Pardon that noise. That was the my coaster sticking to the bottom of my coffee cup. That is, oh, that just makes me warm tinglies inside, doesn't it? Just makes you feel good. Never gonna find submarines with battle cruisers, but if anybody tries to move over there, I think the Germans still have a capital ship somewhere. And what I've been doing is periodically going like port striking. See if I clicked on the wrong province. Port striking, because when you bomb, you can figure out who's there. Nobody. So cancel. There's nobody there. Oh, there's the battleship right there. Here we go. So port strike there. So I think that's the Tirpitz. 2 battleships. The fuck? I could have... Did the Germans build another battleship? They built 2 new battleships. Holy shit. The Moltke and the Ludendorff. The Germans built 2 more battleships. You know, that scares the crap out of me because, frankly, they have 2 more battleships. Well, it doesn't scare me, but I'm surprised the AI did that. And they must have been working on those since the beginning of the game, too. Holy shit. That is kind of cool. Okay, so the Bismarck and the Tirpitz are gone. Pretty sure. But the Moltke and the Ludendorff took their place. took their place. There we go. That's the word we're looking for. What do we got going out there still? Convoy rating. No orders. Convoy rating. So, close air support. Feel like they could be used effectively elsewhere. Well, the Canadians already have some units here. We have a level 4 here, right there we go. Okay, so rebase over here. Hopefully we'll be able to defend Burma. Mountains, jungles, good defensive positions, things like that. Should be good. Ooh, defensive positions, speaking of the devil. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, so what are we gonna be doing? We wanted to... Well, we're not getting any further on rocket stuff because we don't have a rocket plant right now, but again, that's not something I'm terribly interested in working with. Because, I mean, it's all this stuff linked together, and do I want... The only thing that would, you know, come of use is this, and that's not till later in the game, and I can do that when I have more IC to work with. I can't believe they built 2 more battleships. I am more than surprised. These guys gathered a lot of experience. Ton of it. How many did we get? I seem to remember that last episode. Let's actually test this out. Did we get the strength increase? We were allowed 7. I think that's how much it was. Whoa. Well. Let's We don't have anything over there. We have nothing over there. Nope, on a range. I mean, we could use the, I mean, strategic bombers on a naval strike is going to be more than useless, but see what's over there. Interesting. I mean, it's not super important, but it's interesting. Trying to take Cyprus. So, options. I mean, we just have a little garrison detachment here. I mean, we just let it fall and deal with it later. Looks like those guys got bombed out. Bombed into oblivion. I don't think these guys are going to have very much effect on the ships here. Yeah, we're not even hitting them. I mean, definitely not with strategic bombers. Heavy bombers. Homeland is suffering. What? Continue the destruction. Lose 4 unity. No, stop. What are we destructing anything? We lost. We lost Cyprus. Alright, that's not a big deal. But you know what that does mean? That does mean my carriers are still needed in the Mediterranean. That means I still need them over here. Oh, they're bombing me. That's fine. I thought I was done over there. They either I just missed those guys or they built new ones. Either one is... We'll just stop doing that. Either one of them is equally likely. What is this? Medium bombers? Nope, just out and about. Out and about fighter bombers. Look at the experience on these guys. I think it's cash and carry. World War II is spreading throughout Europe. U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt cash and carry replaced the Neutrality Act of '36, which allowed the sale of material to belligerents as long as the recipients arranged for the transport using their own ships and paid immediately in cash. So I wasn't really aware of that. So technically speaking, we could sell to anyone we wanted to as long as they paid in cash and they picked up the shit with their own transports, which basically meant only England could buy our stuff. Total neutrality between the United States and European countries while still giving material aid to the British. Various policies forbid selling implements of war or lending money to belligerent countries under any terms. Economic situation in the U.S. was rebounding at this time after the Great Depression. A strategic effect appears. Would that be under strategic effects? There's so many now. Cash and carry. Supplies, 10%. Money down 2%. Okay, so right now we're basically... We're buying food from the Americans, basically. Alright. No, they shouldn't be over here anymore, right? No, they're not there anymore. All right. Now, we have all these HQs with nobody in them. So why don't we build some units, or at least get them on the production queue, some units that have... that will use these. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, 7 there. I don't like the number 7. Well, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go division headquarters, put it on there, and then I'll take it off later just so I can keep an eye on what's going on. And there's going to be some infantry divisions. Let's see. What does this guy count as? Anything? Counts as infantry, actually. I never really used the HQ defense attachments until I realized how defensive they were. Their defensiveness is very, very high. Even higher than infantry. Alright, so we can go... I love medium artillery. Medium arty. Heavy AA. I like heavy AA guns because piercing attack. And I anticipate fighting a lot of tanks later on in the game. We're gonna do, we got medium artillery, so truck transport. We need direct fire, so that's anti-tank guns or tank destroyers. We're gonna do anti-tank guns. Tank destroyers are awesome, but they're a lot pricier. So, special forces tanks. We don't have any recon, so we're gonna do armored car. I love doing the armored cars for recon because they're a lot tougher. And we got no, that's it right there. That's it. So that gives me a combined arms bonus of 31%. Mountain attack, forest attack, woods attack, marsh attack, plains attack plus 18.5, desert attack. All right. So we'll take then we take this off because we don't need it. And let's build 10 of them. I like 10 a lot better than I like 7. And they're at the bottom of the list now. So if we just... No, that's not going to get me anywhere. That's just going to swap them out. Let's do this. Top. 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 Is that going to... Then that's going to suck up pretty much everything, isn't it? Let's let a day pass and see. Well, the convoys are going to come off soon. And then what we could do is just... Yeah, we could do it like this. They're in the right place. I wish you could drag and drop them. Alright, so that's correct. As soon as the convoys come off, the Ark Royal and the Marines will get... So October 6th, things will get basically back to where, the way I wanted them. So... Should we wait for Marines? I feel like we should wait for Marines before we start trying to actually do some invasions. Snow begins to fall, that's fine. The 5th Indian Ball of Fire Division formed in India. Based in India during the Second World War, which fought in several theaters of the war and was nicknamed the Ball of Fire. It's one of the few Allied divisions to fight 3 major enemy armies, Italian, German, and Japanese. One subordinate unit of the 5th, that was the 4th Gurkha Rifles. You know what I should do? I should put those Gurkhas on the production queue to have them going, so I have them available for later. The 4th Gurkha Rifles, the 4th Prince of Wales' own Gurkha Rifles. Man, the British love their giant names. Infantry Regiment from the Indian Army was originally raised in 1857 as part of the British Indian Army, but after India's independence in 47, it was one of the 6 Gurkha regiments transferred to the Indian Army. So we have the 4th Indian Red Eagle Division, the 23rd Northumbrian Division, Command and Air Base. I've actually been neglecting to do that because I don't feel it's terribly necessary at the moment. So we're going to go to India, and there should be some new units here, right? Ah, there is one of them with their Gurkhas. Let's do this. And where's the other one? 5th Indian Cavalry Division, Indian Garrison. Well, we could just go like that. See if we could find him. Come on, drag and drop. There we go. He would be somebody with... Oh, I don't see him. Maybe they formed up here? If they formed up here, it'd be in London, right? I don't see the other one. Well, that's interesting. Well, let's look at brigade attachments because we want to have these guys. They only take 133 days. Cost of 6, I see. 2 at a time, and like that. And then keep them going, just so they're available later when we want them. Because they're definitely... I'm thinking adding them to my Marines is going to be a good idea. Actually going to speed up to October 6th. Yeah, I know. Because that's when a lot of things are going to pop off the list. There we go. Production. Some of them popped off, but not all of them. We actually have spares now. I'm sure those are going to... Oh, in the 8th and the 9th, apparently. 8th and 9th. There we go. Industrial cap. Well, we're going to have one Marine coming off. Aircraft prototype. That's fine. Interceptors are out and about. Okay, so let's take a look. What do we have in terms... Ooh, my phone just went off. Hang on a sec. Let me look. Oh, it's just people commenting. Let's see. Who's that? Royal... Oh, I saw these guys earlier. So we do have a lot of... Like, if we wanted to, there's a lot of things... We have a lot of units. There's a lot of things we could do with these units. Let's see. We do have some landing craft. I think we have one. And we have some auxiliary ships. There's more auxiliary ships elsewhere, too. I don't remember where I... Is this where they put... Yeah, that's where I went, because we forgot about these guys. Nope, not create a new unit. They're going to get on those ships, and we're going to move over here, finally, because... we should probably save those French guys before Belgium falls. Although I don't know if the Germans are actually planning on doing that anytime soon. Poland's basically gone. They're on the outskirts of Warsaw. Japan. Looks like this pocket's really well hemmed in. I don't know what they're doing down here. They're making a little bit of progress, but it looks like the Chinese have brought in multitudes of units, so I'm not terribly concerned. We're dug in like motherfuckers. We're dug in like ticks over here. They're never gonna get in here. Not anymore. Alright, and we have... Here we go. We're gonna patrol right here, see if we can actually figure out who that is. We have submarines up here, which I forgot about. I mean, we could put them on convoy rating right there and try to get their supplies. Alrighty. So I am actually going to leave this episode right here. If you have enjoyed this, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3, just subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next time.